The first step in utilizing the presenter feature within Pop's Classroom is going to be to make sure that your speech assignment has visual aids turned on. So as you can see, this speech does not, and this speech does. So to do that, you simply, whether you're creating a new speech or editing an existing speech, you will get to this screen here. And just make sure that you have visual aids, which is right between video recording and self-review, checked, and then put in a due date and a point value. And be sure to click update. So this here is already ready to go. And now we'll walk through how students will submit and add their visual aids. So now we're looking from a student's perspective, and to add our visual aids, we'll just expand the speech assignment down here, and then there'll be a visual aids box. So if they click on this, this is where they will pre-curate their visual aids. You can see I've already added in 4. But this will be blank for them when they originally open it. And to add a visual aid, they just click Add Visual, and they'll have the choice of adding an image, a video, a PowerPoint, or a YouTube video. So an image and a PowerPoint work fairly similarly. So I will open, so if I click Image and hit Continue, you can see that they'll just name the image and then choose the file, and then once they've done those two things, they can click Add. But I'll go back so I can show you how a video and a YouTube video will work a little differently. So if I click on YouTube video and hit continue, I can call the presentation whenever I want. So I'll just say video test and then enter a link. So I've already copied a link. So I'll just enter in whatever's in the URL up at the top of the YouTube video that I want to add, and then click the add button. And so this is the different screen that will show up for adding a video or a YouTube video. The only difference for a video would be you would have chosen the file instead of entering in a URL. But this screen allows the student to go in and select what time they want the video to start and end. And so I just want the first, let's say 10 seconds of this video here. So I will click 0, start right at the beginning, and then 10. So now it will only add the first 10 seconds of the clip. So once I've done that, I'll hit continue, and then I'll have the option to preview what I just added. So I don't have to preview it, I'll just click add. And so YouTube video adds fairly quickly, and you can see this video test here, and then I have the ability to see what it will look like on the screen by clicking it, and I can play it as well. And so as you can see, we can walk through these and you'll see a preview of all your visual aids. So now the next step is if a student wants to practice with what they'll see on their controls when in the classroom, they can come up to the top right corner here and click preview. And so this is exactly what they'll see in class as they're getting ready to present. And so you can see on the left here, they have their speaking notes that they wrote in their speech prep area where they're writing their outline and speaking notes. And during the speech, they can go through and just check these off as they are giving their speech to keep track of where they are. To also keep track of where they are, they have this timer, which they can start, restart, pause, all that you'd expect from a timer. And then here are their visual aids. So when they're in class, all they'll have to do is to click on these, and that will put them up on the screen, and click to close. And you can see for video, they've got where they can open it as well as play and pause. So we'll take a look at what that looks like on the screens here in a minute. But first, let me show you how to connect to the present screen as an instructor. So now you're in class on speech day and you're ready to connect the present screen. So you're looking at two different screens here. The one on the left is going to be your screen on your device that you'll be grading on. So whether it's your laptop, iPad, or phone, this is the one that you'll be filling out your rubric on the left. The screen on the right is the present screen. This is the screen that's going to be on the classroom computer, projector, whatever's up at the front of the room that students will be projecting their visual aids on. So on your device, go to the Participate tab, and you'll see that it gives you a link here, but this actually is not the correct link since we're on Next at this point. So basically what I did was on the classroom screen, to get to this screen we're looking at, I went to next.studentsheet.com/present. And that will open up the screen you see here where it says enter the code below. And so we've gone to Participate on your device, and we'll go ahead and enter that code that we see on the screen there and click Start. You'll see as soon as we did that, the classroom screen went to this where it says Get Started. So you'll want to go back to that computer and click Get Started. And it'll say Ready to Present. At this point, you will never have to touch the screen at the front of the room ever again, for the rest of class at least. And back on your device, you can go back to work. So you're done on that Participate screen. You don't have to go back there. You can go into Instructor Feedback, and you can start your grading like normal. So let's go ahead and open up the evaluation here. You see that it pops open like normal, and you're ready to grade. Now let's take a look at what the student will be seeing. So we've got the same screen on the right here. That's the present screen that will be on the classroom computer, on the projector there, the TV or whatever it is. Now on the left though, we've got the student view. So you've opened up this particular student's evaluation. This is test student, the same one that we just added these visual aids on a minute ago. As you can see, they get the same controls that they did when they were in the preview when they were practicing at home. And so when they're giving their speech, they've got their speaking notes here that they can tap or click to see where they are in their speech, as well as the timer. So they can start the timer and have that running for themselves. So all they need to do at this point is when they're ready to show their visual aids, and they can see what those are here, they just click on one, and you can see that immediately pops up on the present screen. And to close it, they click it again to close it. And they can just easily move through their visual aids and pull those up on the screen. Now for a video, they click the video to open it, and you can see it opens there, which they can open it in full screen. We just have this one minimized, and they can click the play button.
This is Jody. Jody's taking a speech class for Professor.
And then they also can click pause, so they can have full control over the video, and that will, as you can maybe tell there, will only play the first 10 seconds as we designated earlier that we only wanted it to play. And then again, click it again to close it. So that gives students the full ability to control over or have control over whatever is on the present screen. So now let's take a look at what happens when you and that student are finished presenting and grading. So now I've moved the student screen over here on the right, and your screen is back up on the left here. So whenever the student is finished speaking, they don't have to do anything as far as closing their screen out. You, as the instructor, when you're finished grading, you can save your grade like normal and then exit out of that evaluation. You can see as soon as you exit out of that student's evaluation, their presenter controls will go away, and then they're waiting for another speech to become active. So now the next student, let's say test student 2 here, gets up to speak. You click to open their evaluation, and you can see that test student 1, the original speaker, now has the quick responses for that student 2. And so there will be no time in between students anymore that you don't have to wait on them to put in a flash drive, to open up their cloud storage or their email account. You can just quickly, seamlessly switch from student to student, and they'll be ready to present their visual aids up on the screen.